shoulder battling rock still.
Information that came out in the battle about my little brother, what he chose to do. We don't accept that shit, bro, as a family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but Eazy cut him off. I more or less changed how I deal with him because that's still my little brother. You did something that automatically turned you to a civilian.
But where Keem, your brother, been? A bunch of men in Pottsville in the cell because of him.
Come on, my nigga.
I'm saying to you, the only bomb he dropped was the shit about my little brother. We ain't gonna deny that. That nigga draw. We ain't proud of it. You feel what I'm saying to you? Yeah, you feel me? Eazy excommunicated him. I kind of did the same thing, but with a little tough love with it because, like, you know, I check on him every so often and shit. Yo, you moving right? Because nigga, you got you draw, nigga. You gotta keep your head on the swivel. You a civilian, but you did what you did, nigga. You feel me? So. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, I'm making sure that, you know, he just be on point and like I said, as soon as that nigga even feel like somebody on his top, I'm getting involved.
Don't listen to this nigga. Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga ain't got no sense. You already know what's hitting for. If you didn't know, it's your man Father Fly. Tell your mama I said hi. Shout out to the subscribers, that notification gang. Everybody who watches this content, whether religiously or in passing. I'm sliding through and riding through, so I figure the information is what I'll provide to you. I got on my Christmas sweater today, you know what I'm saying? It ain't funny outside or sunny outside, but there's definitely some money outside. Cassidy continues to do interviews. He interviewed with ARP last night. I will talk about some of the things that they talked about in their interview with Cassidy, going over everything from the time limits to, you know, them not completing the battle. I don't think this battle is getting completed. I'm just giving you an update. Like, if it's not completed, like in the next week or so, it probably ain't gonna happen because Eazy's gonna move on to his next engagements, and Cassidy is gonna do the same. But he basically was in the interview still calling Eazy a one-syllable rhymer. What was he saying? What was he saying? All that shit was ass. Like, everything he's saying, like, he didn't give Eazy props for nothing. That I knew that was gonna happen though. Not a bar he said, not a lyric he said, nothing. Shout out to TBL. They did put the battle on the Rap Grid pay-per-view. They also put the what's his name? They put my man Reed Dollars versus Cortez. That battle is out now too, so you can peep them. Cortez held his own in Philly, you know what I'm saying? I actually got him with the win, you know what I mean? He did his motherfucking thing. So Cass is continuing to do the internet interview spree. He's been interviewing everywhere. He's talking his shit. And first the fat boys break up. Now every day I wake up, man, this shit getting deep. Cassidy did interviews. Disaster did interviews. Now Eazy's own brother has chosen to speak. Goddamn. His own brother came out in the interview yesterday, and honestly, his brother in that interview was pretty damaging, man. Like, he's going in, he's talking about Pottsville, growing up, being raised, like, you know, moving from Philly to Pottsville. He was talking about the documentary and shit. He was like, he wouldn't have done the documentary. This is Eazy's own brother, bro. I don't even know. I don't know who he made mad or what the reason is, but son, everybody and their mama literally are doing the interview. So his brother's in the interview. He's basically saying that they got another brother. Damn, Eazy, where all these brothers coming from? We ain't even know. So he got another brother, the one that Cass is talking about, who snitched, you know what I'm saying? That rat head, they want money on that rat head to leave the rat dead. The one that Cass was telling Eazy to rap about, his brother actually admitted that the little brother's a rat, you know what I'm saying? Like, he told on some niggas or whatever the case may be. So the way the brother described it, the brother who's talking now, is saying that, you know, Eazy cut the brother off altogether, but he just deals with him in a different way. Like, you know what I'm saying? He cut his brother off for being a rat, And he said he knows who's the person that's feeding or funneling Cass the information and shit. I'm talking about they know people down to like where they live, like what who did what. Now the problem is, you know what I'm saying, with Eazy, because Eazy came out there yesterday, he was in the spaces, and he was talking this shit like, yo, when Cass said the shit about his brother, I could tell it affected him, because Cass pointed at the nigga like that, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. What talk about your brother named Keem. He told on so many niggas in Pottsville. Like he was pointing at him, and you could see the look on Eazy's face, like, what? He's like, yo, what you talking about? And then Eazy went to spaces and was like, where's the paperwork? If he's a rat, no. You see? Nah, when your own brother's coming out and saying the where's the paperwork jargon works good when nobody's talking, you know what I'm saying? When nobody's really like backing it up. And when your own brother is saying that, oh yeah, man, our little brother got down. That's what all niggas really need to know. And I know that Eazy's brother telling is not the same as him, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same nigga, you know what I'm saying, somebody else told, but I just look at it from the perspective, if another battle rapper gets their hand on that information, they gonna use it. if Eazy knew that about Rock, he'll use it. If he knew it about Surf, he'll use it. If he knew it about Cass, he would use it, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't gonna be no doubt in that. You know for a fact, if he knew that the other nigga brother was a rat, he'd use it. Absolutely he would. But for Philly, it was a weekend of L's, you know what I'm saying? The whole weekend was an L. I don't really got many notable performances besides Bill Collector. And then Philly took the losing into this week when the Eagles lost again last night to the fucking Chargers. Like, you can't even put a dollar on them niggas because you know they're going to lose. They done lost again, 3 games in a row. And I know people go, oh man, you a Giants fan, man. I'm prepared. I'm happy with my number 1 pick in the draft. Philly ain't happy losing 3 games in a row. I promise you that. I'm too close to here. I know that they're not happy losing no damn 3 games in a row. Ever. Not at no point. But it'll move on how it moves on. But, you know, this shit is getting wild. I didn't know it would spiral out of hand like this. You know what I'm saying? Because every day you got somebody else coming out. You know, you got text coming out. You got this person coming out. You got that person coming out. Eazy lied about this. Eazy lied about that. And it's like, you know, I think, and for Eazy, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he is the algorithm. Yes, he keeps it going. Yes, he's got a battle league. Yes, he's got a bad chick. Yeah, I get it, right? But you got to stop engaging with these folks down here, especially if they're not on your level. You know, I've seen them in the, you know, they in the battle, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold y'all. A lot of people ain't mentioned this, but Cass was the first person that really pushed Eazy, like pushed him when he said, yo, get out my face, stop talking in my face before I slap the shit out of you. He had kind of like moved him back, and he admitted he moved him back. But he said, like, yo, he was tired of the niggas spitting in his face, etc., right? I don't know where that leads to. But I will say, as far as his family coming out, because his brother was like, the reason why his brother said he came out was because, not like that, not like came out. But the reason why his brother was talking is because he said that basically he don't like the way Eazy was handling it. He said, you know, he said he never really spoke about the family business when it was like Eazy just regularly and the shit that he be involved with. But he said once niggas start questioning where he from or he ain't from there and this, that, and the third, he said he just felt like he had to go out there and speak. Like I said, I think it's pretty damaging when one of your brothers is coming out and saying another one have told on somebody before, you know what I mean? And like I said, we cannot control the actions of anyone. None of us. We can't control what our brothers do. We can't control what our sisters do. But when Cass is saying it in a battle to you and you're acting oblivious to it, like, what do you mean? My brother ain't never telling nobody. What do you? That's why Cass was on that fucking angle so hard. So ultimately, Cassidy's angle was true. What does that do to the battle? Do y'all got Cassidy winning that round now, or do you not have him winning? I personally, like I told y'all, I don't care about 1 round out of a 3-round battle, so I wouldn't bust my brain to like keep watching it over. But even the reaction of the battle at the Harlem joint, like you seen the little joint in the beginning of this, that was them at the watch party playing it. Now they was going crazy when Cass said your mother battling rock steel, you know what I mean? Like that's a line that a lot of people are taking and holding on to for face value. But I said this before, I'm like, there was 3 possible outcomes to make this battle, or to make the situation after the battle even crazier. And the first one was Cassidy actually winning the battle. The second one was the battle not finishing. You know what I'm saying? Like the battle not finishing at all. And the third one was Eazy winning. But we got the one option was the battle not finishing. So when the battle doesn't finish, you leave more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? Even Cassidy was talking in the interview with ARP yesterday. You got to listen to some of the things that he was saying. He's like, yo, TBL didn't really get in front of this situation enough. Like when they found out that whoever was putting it out there that the rounds was 90 seconds or whatever, he was like, the first statement should have been from TBL, getting in front of the situation, letting niggas know, like, yo, this is what the situation is. He's saying that the battle is 90-second rounds. We got to straighten that shit out for the paying customer. You know what I mean? But it leads back to TBL, like I said. They've done a lot of things for the culture. They've been putting on events. They've been doing what the fuck they do. But they fumbled this event. They absolutely did. From the way the stage was set up, to how many people could be in the venue, and to all this other shit. Now it leads to this, to where people are asking more questions than answers. And trust me, Cass is not gonna not be on the offensive. He's gonna keep going at Eazy. And now that this shit with his brother done came out, like, he gonna definitely keep going at him, you know? I wish it would have been able to end in a more, you know, lighter way, where it didn't come down to what it's coming down to now. But overall, this blog is basically saying, yo, it's crazy that his own brother not convinced, his own brother has came out and basically saying what Cass is saying is true. Excuse me? Your own fucking... that nigga own brother, he was like, yeah, he was talking about the documentary and shit. He was like, yeah, even in the documentary, it was a lot of things that I wouldn't have done, and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, and if it was me, I would have did it this way, and all this other shit. Like his own brother was saying, his own flesh and blood was saying, like, yo, I wouldn't have shot the documentary that way. I would have just went live on the block and pulled up, because I got streets, and I'm like, what? Hold on. So he's saying that he didn't like the way the documentary went. And he's saying he called the family behind the scenes, and they talking about, yo, that's our guy, so we really don't care what people is talking about, et cetera, et cetera. That's why I said, you know, while Eazy was running around, you know, bringing out his birth certificate and showing his, I first played basketball at Central Elementary School shit, them niggas that don't like him just don't like him. I also seen, you know, Battle Academy is coming out with a documentary, but everybody gonna have a documentary. Battle rap is gonna become the documentary shit. Everybody's got files. Everybody wants to show that they ain't fuck with you, but, you know, it all comes down to this. In the future, you know, Eazy, do you really want to still rep for Philly? Philly's looking like a city that Eazy wants to rep for Philly, but Philly don't want him repping for him, which is crazy. Even in the battle where he's like, Philly, we back, visible. Niggas is like, you ain't from here. Like, yo, he had to deal with a lot of heckling. He definitely did. He had to deal with a lot of heckling, a lot of bullshit in there. Niggas with the crews. He had to deal with people who showed up that he didn't even want there. Like, he didn't even want them niggas there. They still showed up anyway. It was outside, willing to, I want to beat your daddy ass, which was crazy. And lastly, you know what I'm saying, Hitman Holla. We gotta get Hitman Holla to calm down, man. He's turned blogger now. He been wilding Eazy up the past couple days. He put his 2 American Express Platinum cards online, and then he said, we want Eazy to put his Platinum card, then we gonna go into the account and see who added who. Like, golly, my nigga. He trying to say, I got my Platinum card because of what I did in the world. You got your Platinum card because of your girl. Is it the world card or your girl card? That's what he's basically trying to say, my nigga. For Eazy, shout out to, you know, everything he's got going on in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? They had battles on there this weekend. I was watching some Dre Majesty and Dre Majesty and B Magic. I haven't really got through the battles yet. I ain't gonna hold you. Battle rap has been so ass this week that I ain't really in no rush to finish no motherfucking battles. URL dropped some shit. I did see some of Jack Boy Maine versus motherfucking A-Ward. That's a good battle though. I ain't gonna hold you. I got to like the second round and I had other shit to do. Like, battle rap don't even, it's not even enough to keep me watching a whole battle, which is crazy. Back in the days, we used to get these battles and we watch the whole event in one day. Like, I'm watching all the outside. Now it's like, all right, I got outside. I'll watch it when I really ain't got shit to do. You know what I mean? Because it's just battle rap, you know what I mean? But I do think it's crazy the lengths that people are going, you know what I'm saying? Like, they interviewing the family members, they interviewing who he bought a beef patty from last week. They'll interview whoever took Eazy's clothes to the dry clean. They're interviewing everybody, you know what I'm saying? So while he is the algorithm, you know what I mean, he's gonna have a lot of questions to answer. People gonna want to know about these brothers. This nigga got a brother that pop up every fucking day of the week. Niggas like, nigga had a brother that popped up Sunday, and they got a brother that did an interview Monday, and today's just goddamn Tuesday. Now you see why Eazy be rolling by himself, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, yo, where your peoples at? If your peoples is moving like how them niggas is moving, it is what it is, man. But yo, jump in the comments, let me know what you think about the Hitman Holla, wilding out, about his brother coming out, not like that, just coming to speak, and shit like that. I'm out this bitch, gang on bang.